Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Crypto Tips. My name is Toby.
And my name is Heidi.
And today we're going to cover 5 of the worst mistakes or some of the worst mistakes that crypto investors are doing. So let's get into it. So having your mind set on price targets during a cycle. Okay, so what do I mean by that? A lot of people are like, I'm not going to sell any of my Ethereum before it hits $10,000.
Like within this bull run.
Within this bull run.
Yeah.
And I think that's really foolish. And there's a reason for that, because nobody knows how high Ethereum's going to go in the future. Nobody knows. I don't care who it is. I don't care who the most popular guy in the space is. They simply don't know. And most people probably won't admit that, but that's true. So with that said, can you imagine, you're riding this huge wave during a bull run, and just because it didn't hit your target, you're willing to ride it all the way back down again and suffer another, it could be potentially 2-year, 3-year bear market. So I would really reconsider, if you have that mindset, to just be, a little more flexible.
Yeah, I mean, this one also kind of goes into the last point we're going to make in this video at the end, but having a bad plan is probably just as bad as having no plan at all. And this, especially having like a specific price point, if you're already buying in after it's been hyped up and people are saying it's going to keep going higher, and you're waiting for that one specific price point during the cycle that you've invested in, that's a perfect recipe for people who are missing it, not taking profits when they should, entering too late, having a horrible experience, PTSD. That's what we're seeing from a lot of people still from 2017. What we're seeing right now in crypto markets, a lot of people are nervous that they missed it again. They didn't take profits, and here they're going to have to hold another year, 2 years before they can take profits. So yes, definitely be realistic and try not to get too high on the hopium, basically.
Yeah. Okay, number 2, way too much leverage. And I mean, we've seen what happens when people are way too levered. That crash from $50,000 to almost $30,000 exactly. That was mainly caused by people leveraged long, and they had to sell their coins. So a leveraged position is when, say for instance, you have $100, all right, in of Bitcoin. What leverage means is that you're multiplying what you have. So you're taking out, say, a loan for $500. So that's a 5x leverage. And if the trade goes the wrong way, you don't have the collateral anymore to cover that loan. So that means that the exchange that you're on potentially is going to call you up and go, hey, you need to get out of this position, or they'll do it for you. So you need to be really careful of that. That can be really dangerous. Especially, I see so many new people in this space going, okay, I'm gonna be levered, and that's just crazy, guys. Like, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. It's something that you can hold on for the rest of your lives. And as long as you play your cards right in this space, otherwise you're just going to get really hurt.
Yeah, I mean, especially as a new investor, number one, that in itself is probably pretty stressful, and you're questioning a lot of things. When you add on to it the fact that you're kind of using money that isn't literally yours, it's being allowed for you to trade, and you're responsible for that if it goes the other way. If the price starts dropping and you're thinking it was going to go higher, yeah, you're either going to lose your position and lose all your money, or you're going to have to pour even more money into it to cover the price difference. And not every crypto exchange allows this, but there are a few, and yeah, they're definitely affecting more of these dips more than anything. I think is they attribute to the volatility.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not good. All right, the third one, not being flexible. Okay, so it's kind of like holding zero cash on hand and being all in at all times with crypto, because you're like, I'm going all in, I don't care, I'm riding this thing to the ground or whatever. That's not smart, okay? So, for instance, if you don't have any cash on hand, and the prices drop, you can't take advantage of these opportunities. And so you really need to be careful and make sure that you can add to your position. If you do have a passive income coming in, or you have your job or whatever that is paying you weekly, and you're able to put cash in, that's great as well, And but learn to be flexible in this space and learn to realize that, hey, things don't go up all the time every day. And so you might want to have some cash on reserves just to go ahead and buy some things.
I mean, I feel like any kind of rebuttal for this could be that, oh, I don't care, I'm going to hold long term. I don't care what the prices do. I'm not trying to time the market. Fair enough. But also, if you do have cash on hand, if you do take profits when you're in profit, not everything, but maybe a small percentage, and then when you see a dip, you can invest more and stack more sats. If we're talking about Bitcoin, I mean, that's the coin that we're going to be holding long term. That's the one that we know we're going to be using for the rest of our lives. And so, with that kind of an outlook, you're going to want to have as much as you can. And with the prices becoming more and more expensive as time goes on, the ability to accrue more Bitcoin or whatever coin you're interested in holding for the very long term, doing this, being more flexible, not being like you were saying, it's just going to keep going up for forever, and you're going to be scared to take profits. It's just not realistic how markets work, regardless if it's cryptocurrency or not. It's humans interacting with it, and it's going to have dips. So you can use it to add to your position or to, take profit and do whatever you want with your profit. So.
Okay, number 4, following the crowd. So we've seen this before. Elon Musk tweets and everybody follows and buys Dogecoin. And yes, they've done that. Like, I've gotten so many messages from friends I haven't talked to in years, like decades, and asking, hey, should I buy some Dogecoin? I'm like, I asked them, what do you like about Dogecoin? Well, Elon Musk talked about it, and he's developing in it and stuff. They didn't know what they were talking about. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, guys, do your own research on these things. Don't follow the crowd. Whales love followers because, they're easy to take advantage of.
Predictable.
Exactly. They're super predictable because they haven't done any research. They haven't invested any time whatsoever trying to figure out the coin, and they get dumped on, and then they panic sell easily because they're emotional and they know nothing about the coin. So don't be a follower, guys. That's a bad idea.
I mean, also, this is classic. This is not new due to Elon Musk. This is also known as pump and dump schemes that have been happening since the dawn of the cryptocurrencies, pretty much, or the dawn of the altcoins, basically, ICOs and things like that. There's these Telegram groups or these Signal groups, whatever, that Signal channels that they decide, they have a huge chunk of coins, and now they're going to pay people to talk about it everywhere, or one particular celebrity or whatever. Maybe they're not in on the specific pump and dump scheme, but it's this concept that there's a lot of hype about a coin, and that's what makes it valuable. But the truth is, by the time you hear about it, you are the sucker. You are the guy who is buying after everyone has already seen a huge amount of profit, and they're selling to you, and you will have no one else to sell to. You'll be the one left holding these crap coins that, because they're so hyped up, as quickly as they shoot up, they're going to shoot down as well, or just fade into the oblivion. This is not new to crypto. Unfortunately, a lot of people fall victim to this, and it's a shame because, again, they're taking their financial advice from people they have no idea are. They're just so desperate to get this insider tip of this coin, but they're the one that everyone is funneling to and taking their money from. So
yeah, so don't ever take financial advice from a celebrity because most of them don't know anything about money, especially crypto.
And they're never going to tell you when to sell. Maybe realize that as well.
Yeah, did Elon say at the top of the market?
No, did he say he was suddenly going to change his tune on Bitcoin? No, so.
Exactly. And he lied about
but also Elon wasn't the first. Do you remember John McAfee?
Oh, geez,
anyone? Yeah. There's been plenty other celebrities playing into cryptocurrencies for their benefit as well.
Just watch out for these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5. Having zero plan to begin with when you're investing in this space. I've done this. I've learned a very hard lesson earlier on, and because I didn't know what I wanted in life. I didn't know the possibilities of what I could have in life, and I didn't know what I needed in life monetarily. And so it's really good, especially when we're in a bull run, to figure out what you need in life to live a great life that you want to. If you want to retire, if you want to just relax a little bit more and have enough money to do that, figure that out, right? Especially during a bull run, because you're potentially going to make more in such a short amount of time. It's going to become numb to you, some of the figures that you're going to see.
And it's going to seem like it's just going to keep going.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
That's this big secret. It doesn't keep going. Nothing goes up forever, and also nothing goes down forever unless it's the US dollar or whatever else. So, when you have a limited supply of something like Bitcoin, and that is the most secure network in the history of the world, it's a safe bet that it's going to last. You have the Lindy effect working for it, which means that, the longer it's been around, the longer it's going to be around potentially. So with that said, have a financial plan and make sure you stick with that. That's really important.
Yeah, that's actually something that we've held a class on for the CT Club members of our Patreon group. If you want to join that, go ahead and follow the link down below in the video description for the CT Club. Where we talk about how to deal with a bull run, how to manage the logistics of your profits, kind of expectations you can have, how to kind of plan around your own life. Everyone is completely different, but the fact remains that most people who enter during a bull run, especially maybe the mid to late bull run, they're doing so, they're FOMOing in. Maybe this is the first time they're investing money on their own, and they're not coming into it with any kind of a plan. They just want to make money. And it's like walking in the dark without any light. You don't know what to expect. You're going to get whacked in the face with a dip, and then you're going to panic sell at a loss, and then that's going to be your experience. So have a plan as best you can, and if you don't have one, start thinking of it right now. Start thinking about, I'm going to save it for the class. We've done it before. If you're interested, check the class.
And also, I have only talked about half of these, so I will be doing another video on this, and I think it's really important. But going on to the last one, this is my third bull run. I understand what it takes to pretty much take enough profits and having a plan. So that's really important. It's literally one of the most important things in this space, and I don't see very many people talking about that, which is a shame because that can save so many people's butts.
Yeah, but most people just want to talk about the most hyped up coin, want to talk about whatever's trending. They don't really talk about, again, the long-term plan of early retirement or financial freedom, whatever that looks like for you. So
exactly.
Anyway, thank you everyone for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, we appreciate it if you hit the like button, and if you haven't yet, do what he said and click the bell notification so you can get notified when more videos like this come out.
And always, as always, stay disobedient, and please don't follow the sheep. Please, they're horrible animals to follow, not to eat.
Just kidding. Okay, but maybe not for financial advice.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.